Well, we are halfway through our first season with Weston-Super-Mare, second in the league. I'm genuinely starting to believe that we are good enough to go up. Hello, welcome to Club 1, Part 4 of the Globe Explorer. Coming up in today's episode, we do have our National South League matches against Salisbury and Farnborough. So two teams basically in the middle of the table, 10th and 11th. Let's take a look at what the form has been like since the last episode. If I remember correctly, I don't even know what games we played in the last game. I think it was Slough and Tonbridge, I want to say. It was certainly something like that, or pretty near that. But since then, form has been absolutely brilliant. It's been turning a bit sticky recently, losing a few games here and there against Horsham and Chippenham. We didn't make it that far in the FA Trophy. We lost in the, I don't even know what round that is. I don't think it was the first round. I think it might have been one of the qualifier rounds. It don't even say what the round is. So that's quite helpful. But we lost on penalties to Horsham again. So we lost to them twice in really quick succession, but not great at all. But we are winning games, so that's the most important thing. We are second in the table, which is very good. Level on points with Dorking, who we do play final game of the season. If the league table is still this tight, last game of the season, it is going to be bonkers. It is. Before we do play our first match of the game, we have signed one more player. We've also let a few players go. We'll start off with the players that have left the club. The main one being Jason Pope has joined Tiverton Town on a free transfer. Barely played for us, so might as well sell him while we can. I mean, it was a free transfer, so it's not like we got any money for him. And a couple of other fringe players and youngsters, Harvey Ayers and Josh Oliver, have both joined Head Nesford on free transfers. We have signed one more player, that is Greg Allen. He is a Scottish centre-back, 2 stars of current ability, 5-star potential, leading regional Premier Division, potentially national standard, which is pretty decent. He was a free transfer who had previous playing experience with Bonnywick Rose and Rangers, starting off his career at Hearts. Never made any appearances for Rangers, but he did play for. But he was contracted with Rangers, which was pretty good. So this is the lineup for our match against Salisbury. It is Hilton in goal, a back four of Smith, Lewis, Soda, and Henry. Coulson and Pearson as the two wingers, a midfield partnership of Stretton and Watts. So we've got Britton and Bates up front. New boy Greg Allen is going to be on the bench ahead of youngster Woods, and I think that is very much well, it's the same starting 11 as the past however many games. I can't really change that 11. I mean, the left back role I do tend to change, but in terms of rotation, I haven't really done much this season. So we haven't had any unhappy players as of yet. Maybe one or two. I mean, one of them is the goalkeeper, but that's always going to happen because you never rotate your goalkeeper. Not when Pilson's playing really well. I'm never going to drop him. But maybe I dropped him for the cup game. But apart from that, I mean the backup goalkeeper, what's his name, Harris. He's not going to play in the league game for quite a while unless obviously we do get crowned champions with like 4 or 5 games left to go, which I doubt that's going to happen. I don't think we're going to go up, to be honest, but if we do, it'd be absolutely spectacular. If we don't, I'm sure we will finish in the playoffs. I'm not sure how they work, to be honest. Britain has got the ball. That should have been a goal. That should have been 1-0. Bates had a brilliant opportunity to put the ball into the back of the net, but couldn't quite get his feet sorted out. But Britain has still got the ball now to Coulson. Britain, that's a lovely ball. Bates is there for the rebound, and we are 1-0 up against Sainsbury. I tell you what, there's some games in this season we've been absolutely unstoppable. I think this game might be one of them. This could be an absolute goal fest today. I actually mean that. I mean, it's a pretty decent, very good ball from Britain in the past. I mean, Bates had a pretty simple shot. He had to score that. I think it was. I don't think there's any way he was going to miss that. I reckon Bates has. Well, he stopped scoring for a little bit. He scores a couple of games here and there, but he's not scoring one a game. There was a spell where he did score every match, but sort of his goal scoring form has sort of dried up. Hopefully today, possibly get a hat trick. That would be absolutely fantastic. And Bates is there once again. That is 2 goals in about, I'd say it was probably about 10 minutes. That's not too shabby. He's on for a hat trick. Imagine a first half hat trick for Morgan Bates. If he does that, I'm hoping Swansea don't recall him, because I wouldn't have any clue who to bring in. Not any one idea. Maybe Jay Stansfield, possibly. I don't think he's going to drop down this far down the league. Maybe Ollie Watkins. And then again, he's not going to drop down to the Panorama South, or the Enterprise South. That's what it's called now. Summerton has got the ball back to the Sainsbury goalkeeper. Can we put the pressure on? What's he doing? He's taking his time with the ball. I thought one of our players was just going to take it off him, and that is very poor defending from Smith at the right back spot. But thankfully, Sainsbury did put their shot high and wide over the top of the crossbar. 5 minutes left to play of the first half. Pearson, by the looks of it, has picked up a little bit of a knock, but he's fine at the moment. There was a period of this season where he was wanted by a EFL club. I don't think he's wanted anymore. I don't think any of our players are wanted. If so, if there was ever a player that was going to leave for the EFL, Pearson would be the player. Hopefully, if ever the time comes, it'd be for big money, probably around 100,000. That's pretty big for our stature of club. But Pearson is going to make way for Will Dawes, who's an all right backup. In terms of next season, I haven't really started doing contracts yet. There's a couple of players who I have offered new contracts to, such as Hilson. He's definitely getting a new contract. He might not be good enough for the national, but he can certainly be a decent backup. I think that's the only contract I've actually given out. Britain, I think I will offer a contract to Britain. Might not necessarily be a starting striker next season, but certainly very. I think he's still very, very young. Yeah, only 24, so he is going to get a little bit better. He is going to come off for James Waite, who is a player I'm considering offering a contract, but nothing concrete just yet. Emlyn Lewis is also going to make way for Greg, and I think we've very much got to get the 3 points wrapped up, so Greg Allen can come on for his debut, and Hilson makes quite a simple catch. I don't know whether that was a clearance from Sainsbury or not, or shot. Bates has got the ball. Will Dawes has got the ball, cuts inside onto his right foot, now to Waite. Lovely ball from Henry, our left back. Come on, get in there. James Waite with the 3rd goal of the game, and we are now 3-0 up against Sainsbury. We are cooking on gas, boys and girls. Absolutely love it. It's a highlight straight from the kickoff, which could probably only mean one thing or a couple of things. It could either mean we're going to get a 4th goal from a defensive howler from Sainsbury, or they're going to get a goal back, which that might happen. They might get a shot goal, but I don't think they're going to score. Please don't. Willard has got the ball. Can we potentially just get in a tackle? Come on, somebody put their foot in. Somebody put their head in. And unfortunately, we don't. And Noah McAndrew does get a goal back for Sainsbury. 10 minutes left to play. I don't think it's going to happen, but Football Manager might have different ideas. They might make this game really tight, but I don't see Sainsbury getting 2 goals in 5 minutes. So I think we've still got very much got the 3 points still wrapped up. James Dodd whips in the corner. Greg Allen is there for a debut goal. And that is that's the sign for some top player. A goal from his well, he didn't even start the game. He literally came on like probably 20 minutes ago, and he's already got his first goal for the club, and that is absolutely fantastic. And that we do regain our 3 goal advantage. I do want to know what Dorking are doing this match week. Because obviously, if they are losing, we will go top of the table. We might be top of the table on goal difference. You never know. I haven't really looked at the league table. I haven't really been looking at it at all because I know we're in the top 7. I know we're in the top 2. I just don't know whether we're first or not. But that is something we will find out very, very soon. And we have moved to the top of the table. Dorking have dropped down to 4th place. I mean, that just shows you how tight it is. I mean, that hasn't updated at all. But we are first. With 1 point clear. I think were we 1 point clear at the top of the table? I'm not really sure. It's still all very, very tight. Obviously, if we lose 2 matches on the trot and the teams below us win, that's us falling down the table. But absolutely superb. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm not dreaming of winning the league in my first season. Just finish mid-table, then next season we can go up. But we might be 1 year ahead of my schedule at the moment. Still haven't got a new contract, by the way. They're taking their time in offering me that, but hopefully we can carry on our winning momentum with another win against Farnborough. The lineup for our match against Farnborough will be Hilson in goal, a back four of Smith, Lewis, Sona, Martin, Coulson and Dawes in the 2 wingers. Then we've got Watson, Stretton in the midfield. Then we've got strike force of Britton and Bates. Unfortunately, Pearson from that previous game did take a little bit of a knock. Unfortunately, not fit enough to be on the bench. But I guess that's fine. He's not wanted by any EFL clubs. He was, but obviously not now. But obviously we are entering the transfer window in terms for the EFL club. So there's always a chance there might be some movement, but I'm not expecting a lot of movement, not at this stage of the save, and certainly not at this level. Why would the EFL clubs buy from a Vanarama South team? No one really does that in real life. Well, maybe Exeter City might do in real life, but yeah, no, I don't think he's going to go. I think we're very much going to keep him for the rest of this season. Maybe next season in the summer there might be some movement. Certainly if we get promoted as champions. And Morgan Bates, oh my god, he is a player I would love to sign on a permanent contract, but I just don't think financially, I don't think it's going to be possible because he's been absolutely superb this season. I wasn't really expecting much from him, but I only expected him to get like 10 goals this season, but I think he probably is. I don't know how many goals he's got at the moment. I'd say he's probably closing in on 20, I'd say. I mean, Britain's got a load of goals as well. He's probably close to 15, or he might have got over 50. He hasn't scored that many, but I reckon he can be probably around 15 goals by the end of this season. If he gets more than that, he's just an absolute terrific striker with a bright, I wouldn't say a bright future ahead of him because he's not going to be as good as I don't know whoever the best striker is in the EFL, but he could certainly be up there. I reckon he can play for a mid-table League 2 side. And Louis Britton with a fantastic take on from him. He's got Bates lurking in the middle, crosses it. Bates with a header, and his heading isn't his strong point in this game, but if he had controlled it with his chest and volleyed it, that definitely, I think that would have been 1-0 to us. But for the first half an hour of the game, it's not been it's not been bad. We are creating chances. Obviously, that chance from Bates, he's had a couple decent chances now this game. I think potentially he is getting close to finding the back of the net. We are closing in on halftime, still goalless, but we will get a goal this game. This match ain't gonna end goalless, and that was very close to a goal for Farnborough. Thankfully, their header was just wide off the post. We are on a attacking mentality this game. I haven't really noticed the difference at all, but hopefully we can try and get a few goals this second half and win the game and claim another 3 points hopefully, because I don't know what the league table's looking like. Still top of the league at the moment, albeit that might not. I don't think that was the updated league table. And Dawes with the interception. Now Coulson, Stretton. Coulson is going to get to the ball. Whips it in, and Lewis Britton taps it home to make it 1-0. We might have had to wait to the second half, but we have finally put the ball into the back of the net. What a cross from Coulson, and a very simple finish from Lewis Britton for, I don't know how many goals he's got this season because it doesn't pop up. Just say how many goals he's got, but I'm probably leaning towards 10. Again, it might be more than that. If he's got over 20, yeah, I'm probably the worst manager in the world. I don't know how many goals he's got, but Coulson, he's been incredible since he's returned from his little niggly injuries at the beginning of the season. He has been absolutely undroppable. Bags of pace about him. Coulson whips in and Bates. Oh my god, he's just having one of them games. He's only a youngster. He is going to learn from his mistakes, and he will be a terrific striker when he grows up, hopefully. Maybe a Welsh international on our hands, potentially. Martin, my good God, I don't like this passing around the back. Can we just get the ball upfield, which Martin does do, finds Dawes on the left-hand side. Bates has got the ball. He has got Britton lurking in the middle with the header. That's a great cross from Bates, and what a header from Lewis Britton, his second goal of the game, and we're on fire this season. We really are. We are performing absolutely brilliantly. What is the league table looking like? So if we're on 52 points, I did say I wanted a points target of 60. I think we're definitely going to get that. We might have to look towards 70 or 80 now, because I think we're definitely going to get to 60 sooner rather than later would be absolutely ideal. We are going to make a couple of changes. Coulson is going to make way for Chamberlain. I think James Wade can also come on for. We'll get off Bates. Britton is on a hat trick, so we will leave him on for now. Well, he's going to have to play the whole 90 because we don't have a fourth striker. Maybe that's something we can do because we've got a bit of budget. Obviously, not a lot. Smith is going to make way for no one because we don't have a right back on the bench. I think, you know what, Greg Allen can come on for Emlyn Lewis. I think that'd be the only changes we will make for now. Dean Martin with a very simple. It's not even Dean Martin. Who the hell is Dean Martin? Where did I get Dean from? Dan Martin with a very simple challenge. Is that Mason Bloomfield, formerly of Wickham? I think it might be. What's he doing playing for Farnborough? He's probably coming to the end of his career. How old is he? 29, and I reckon he could still do a job in the National or League Two. There's no way he had to drop down to the 6th tier of football. That is just absolutely ridiculous. Watts has got the ball. Now to Dawes. Martin. Dawes, that's a chance to cross it. Willie, he's got Britton lurking in the area, but he finds Wait, and he does fire his shot well over the top of the crossbar. I do hope. I want Britton to get a hat trick. I haven't seen a hat. He actually has had a hat trick. I think he's had a hat trick this season, or it might have been Bates with a hat trick. But one of them two strikers have certainly had a hat trick this season. Britton's come close a couple of times, but hasn't quite got the third goal that he wanted. But hopefully today might be the day. Chamberlain finds Smith on the right hand side. Lovely ball to Chamberlain again. He has a chance to cross it. He does, but it does take a deflection out through a corner ball to for Weston-Super-Mare. Chance for a third goal. We are going to do a short corner. I don't think I've seen a short corner yet, but let's see if it works. Greg Allen was lurking near the far post, but I don't think he was alert enough, and that was a decent strike. I think it was Watts with the shot. Very, very close. I think on another day, it might. We've had a lot of long shots this season, but none of them have really threatened at all. But it's only a matter of time before we score an absolute screamer. Stretton now to Smith. Come on, Chamberlain. Let's get the third goal. Let's hopefully have a Britain hat trick, but I don't think it's going to happen. Stretton has got the ball. Lovely ball forward, but it is cleared only as far as Watts. But yeah, unfortunate. But the attack still goes on with Watts has got the ball. Can we get the ball forward? Stretton. This is lovely passing. Chamberlain. Lovely ball over to Britain. He shoots. Oh, it's saved from the goalkeeper. That was his hat-trick opportunity, but hopefully there's still a few more opportunities to come. Martin, wait. Oh, my God. How is it not 3-0? We've had so many good chances, but yet to put the ball into the back of the net for the third time. Right, we are going to make our final couple of changes. We've got 2 subs left to make. Jagger Kane is going to come on for Stretton, and I think Henry also comes on for Dan Martin at left back. 5 minutes left to play. The 3 points are very much wrapped up. We've had 18 shots, 7 on target. How have we not scored more than 2 goals? That is absolutely ridiculous. But we are going to get the win. Unfortunately, Lewis Britton doesn't quite get his hat trick we were hoping for, but 2 goals, absolutely superb. And we do. Do we extend our points gap at the top of the table? We don't, but we do have a game in hand, which is quite pivotal. Actually, most teams have a game in hand to Horsham. I thought we were the only team, but sadly we're not. But that can still create a bit of a points gap, hopefully, because obviously if Dorking lose, we do have the potential, whenever that game in hand is, we could go at least 5 points clear at the top of the table. Yeah, maybe just 4 when that time comes, but we're performing really well. I can't believe it. Cannot believe it. So next episode, we could potentially, depending on what the points gap is looking like, we could potentially have a playoff spot secured or nearly secured. Don't think it's going to be quite secured, but it's going to be absolutely beautiful. We've won 3 games on the trot. Long may this winning form continue, but I suspect it won't continue for very long. So I think probably what we'll end up doing is I think we'll probably just come back in the middle of this run for our matches against Bath City and Horsham. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Denver Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.